Welcome everybody. Today I'm gonna explain Luna UST. We will have to take some parts of UST and some expectations what happened. Okay, let's see what's starting here. Trend line from the bottom and the trend line from the above. And when we started to see a trend line from the bottom, have our consideration that there are two supports, and the first support will make a decrease in momentum, and here a decrease in momentum that ends in a decrease in momentum of the wave. So we will have to calculate the number of waves that started from here and ended from this circle. So up 1 2 3 4. So when we started to calculate or make an integrations of numbers, 4 integers, 1 2 3 4, okay, maybe 5, it will end here. It make an M pattern. This means that a complete wave, and so here we will stay tuned until we reach this point, so we can make this wave as a pattern and call it number 1. We will start here from another side and we call this number 2. So here number 2, and here is number 1 wave, and here is number 3, and here is number 4, and number 5 pattern. It may end this here, okay, but I can imagine or consider that it in this circle because it has a trend line here, so it should stop here. So there are 5 patterns or 5 waves, complete waves, and if we make a collection of these waves, it can be in a one wave only, and so on. We can do this by mathematical indications or mathematical calculations. When we put this what is called 5 retracement on the last trend line and open wide it, so it will appear for us that when we put 1.618 and 1 and 2.618 and 3.618, so we will have to say that when we put 1 and put 1.618 and 2.618 and 3.618, we will use all of them, but all we need to do is to put a trend line here also. So we forgot to, we said before that it should end here, but it actually ends here. It actually wave ends here. It may be true if you said it ends here and it ends here. Never mind. However, it should be a complete wave only, or maybe only a number in pattern, in pattern. We can still use this numbers to explain how each wave made in sequence. So when we start from 1 Fibonacci at 40 cents and at 0.618 at 64 cents, we can say that if we calculate, if we said 0.7, okay, we have a trend line below here also. If we said trend line number 1 and trend line number 2, if we make 1 plus 2, it will give us 2 3. So if we, it's 3, but it above 3 a little bit, it should be the 1.786 Fibonacci. So it's below, it's above a little bit of 1.618, and we should see that it went from here and here. We don't have a trend line. Okay, yes, we have another one. You can put another one, but for supports, difference between supports and resistances, you can say that if you have a wave like this, okay, like in bit, so we call this trend line from above and trend lines from below. We can draw it in another way, one like this. We draw 4 trend lines. Imagine if you have this wave. So this first 2 supports and here 2 resistances. Here we call resistances and here we can call supports. So we can make some applications on these things. If we got to put this, okay, we would return, and again we have to put it on supports and here on resistances. Let's see what's going to happen. Okay, what happened right now is that we calculate this and this. It went like, okay, we ignore the second chart or the second technical analyzer. We put this and this. We have to make this increase in momentum and here an increase in momentum again and here a decrease in momentum. So we have an increase in momentum when we say that it 1.618, it 2.618, so it must be here. So the trend line must be here. We forgot to put this before because we moved the trend, we moved the retracement from here and put it in wrong way right now. Decrease in momentum and also an increase in momentum. With this calculation you can do it by your side until we reach the last point of the M pattern. Here we have to say that how many points we can conclude from here. So there are, we can calculate them: 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So there is one missing because there are 5 waves. If we make 24 divided by 5, it should be 25. It will equal 5 waves. Okay, there is one here is missing. We can have another 2 trend lines, but on the below and the part, as we can see here, this part is so good for be explaining why this part has been decreased. Okay, we have the number of decreasing in momentum 5 times. It started from here and decreased 5 times, maybe 6 times. Okay, 6 times, but an increase 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but the amount of the decrease is more than the amount of increase. When we notice that here it started to decrease a little bit, so there will be amount of increase and amount of decrease again, like this. So here the amount of decrease 2 times is more than the amount of increase 1 time, and so you can predict the most thing that happened which is a decrease in momentum, more than an increasing in momentum, it will a decrease in momentum like this. Also because there is a trend, we can say also we have a trend line here, and there is a point, so we have 2 points. We may say that we have 2 points, and also we have another 2 points, so it's a drawal. Okay, no, it's not a drawal, there is another point, and here there is another point, but it's still near to this trend line. So it's 3 equals 3, it has no effect on each other. And if we put a trend line from above, like a little bit, we can see 2 points and 1 point. So we have 2 points and 1 point to make a 2 point to decrease in momentum, and 1 point to increase in momentum. We can see that it will make a decrease in momentum, then it will make a rush until down. Hope you enjoyed this video.